Hello and welcome back to our channel. Before we begin today's class, just a quick note. All our lessons have English subtitles, but if you need to, you can activate subtitles in your own language using the YouTube player. This can be a great tool to help your learning. Now, let us talk about one of the most important social skills you can have: introducing yourself and meeting new people. You could be at a party, a business conference, or even just starting at a new school. That moment when you see someone you want to talk to, but you don't know what to say, can be very stressful. You might worry about sounding awkward or making a mistake, but meeting new people is the start of every friendship and every professional connection. The good news is that there are simple formulas and phrases that you can learn to make this process easy, natural, and fun. So, are you ready for another lesson that will boost your social confidence? By the end of this masterclass, you will know exactly how to introduce yourself, ask interesting questions, and have a great first conversation with anyone in English. Let's begin. Our lesson today is divided into 3 simple parts. First, we will learn how to make a great self-introduction. Second, we will learn the best questions to ask to get to know someone. And third, we will go through a full, realistic conversation and analyze it together. Let's start with part 1, how to introduce yourself. When you introduce yourself, you need to do 3 things. Say your name, give a little bit of context about yourself, and then ask a question to the other person to open the conversation. The simplest way to start is with a friendly greeting. You can walk up to someone, smile, and say, "Hi, and then your name. For example, "Hi, I'm Maria. It's nice to meet you." After you say your name, it's a good idea to give a little bit of information to create a connection. The context you give depends on the situation. If you were at a party, you could say, "Hi, I'm Maria. I'm a friend of Sarah, the host." If you are at a business conference, you could say, "Hi, I'm John. I work in the marketing department at a tech company." This information gives the other person something to talk about. The final and most important step of your introduction is to ask a question. This passes the conversation to the other person. After you introduce yourself, you can ask, "And you are?" or "What's your name?" A great follow-up question is, "So, what brings you here today?" So, the full formula is greeting and name plus context plus question. For example, "Hi, I'm David. I'm in the finance department. What about you?" Now, let's move to part 2. The best questions to get to know someone. After you have introduced yourselves, you need to keep the conversation going. The secret to a good conversation is to ask good questions. As we've said before, you should focus on open-ended questions that ask for more than a yes or no answer. A great and easy. First question is, "So, where are you from originally?" People usually like to talk about their hometown. Another great topic is their job. You can ask, "What do you do for a living?" After they answer, you can ask a follow-up question like, "That sounds really interesting. What's a typical day like for you?" The best conversations are often about hobbies and interests. You can ask, "What do you like to do for fun?" or "Do you have any hobbies?" Remember to listen carefully to their answers. If they say they like to travel, you can ask, "Oh, really? Where is the most interesting place you've ever traveled to?" Listening is the key to a great conversation. Now, let's move to part 3, a realistic conversation. I will read a full dialogue between 2 people, Alex and Ben, who are meeting for the first time at a business conference. Alex, "Hi there. Is this seat taken?" Ben, "No, it's free. Go ahead." Alex, "Thanks. My name is Alex, by the way." Ben, "Nice to meet you, Alex. I'm Ben." Alex, "Nice to meet you too, Ben. So, what do you think of the conference so far?" Ben, "It's been really good. The speaker on digital marketing was excellent." "What about you?" Alex, "I agree. That was a great talk. This is my first time at this conference." "So, what do you do, Ben?" Ben, "I'm a graphic designer at a company called Creative Solutions. We make websites and branding for small businesses." Alex, "Oh, that's fascinating. What's the most enjoyable part of being a designer?" Ben, "I love the creative part, taking a client's idea and turning it into something real." It's very rewarding. What about you, Alex? What do you? Alex, I'm a project manager at a software company. So, a little less creative and a little more organized. Ben, project manager. Wow. I bet that's a challenging job. Alex, it can be, but it's great seeing a project come together. Well, it looks like the next speaker is about to start. It was really nice talking to you, Ben. Ben, you too. Alex, maybe I'll see you around later. Okay, that was our full conversation. It was natural, polite, and successful. Do you have any questions about the dialogue so far? If so, please leave them in the comments section below. Now, let's move to our deep dive analysis. Let's look at that conversation again. Line by line, Alex starts the conversation in a very smart and situational way. Hi there, is this seat taken? This is a perfect opener because it's natural and not forced. Ben's reply, no, it's free. Go ahead, is a friendly invitation. Alex then introduces himself. Thanks. My name is Alex, by the way. The phrase by the way is a very natural way to add a new piece of information to the conversation. After they exchange names, Alex asks a great situational question. So, what do you think of the conference so far? This is a perfect question because they are both sharing the same experience. Ben answers and then does something very important. He asks a question back. The speaker on digital marketing was excellent. What about you? This is the tennis match of a good conversation. One person speaks, then the other person speaks. Alex agrees and then asks about Ben's job. I agree. That was a great talk. So, what do you do, Ben? Ben explains his job and his company. Then, Alex asks a fantastic follow-up question. Oh, that's fascinating. What's the most enjoyable part of being a designer? This is a great open-ended question that invites a longer, more personal answer. After Ben answers, he remembers to ask about Alex. What about you, Alex? What do you do? A good conversation is a two-way street. Alex explains his job, and then he ends the conversation politely because the next speaker is starting. Well, it looks like the next speaker is about to start. It was really nice talking to you, Ben. This is a perfect example of a graceful exit. By using these simple techniques, you can turn a potentially awkward situation into an interesting and positive connection. So, what did you think of this video? Was this lesson on introducing yourself helpful for you? Please let me know in the comments. And if you want to become a truly confident and fluent English speaker, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now. Click the like button to support our work and activate the notification bell to receive our new lessons. We have new classes for you every single day, packed with valuable content at 10 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, and 7 at night. Thank you for your valuable time, and I'll see you in the next lesson.